Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Man, I am so excited. I'm actually here at Joe Boo's Man Cave, where we are evolving right now. This is literally like a dream come true. What we're able to do. I hope you guys tune in tonight for our live stream. We got some new tricks. I've been sitting here this morning working on my live stream studio software, and the things we're going to be able to do as we get ready for the season are going to be unbelievable. So tune in. We'll be doing some giveaways. I got some coffee mugs, I got some Joe Boo draft glasses, and I've got some autographed Joe Boo t-shirts by some of your favorite Dallas Cowboy players. And E2 Blue will be in the house as well. So we are about to start another season. You know, last year was a disappointment, but I'm not disappointed because it brought about some changes that were definitely needed, and I'm hoping that this is the beginning of a new dynasty for the Dallas Cowboys. Haters, go ahead. I don't care. I don't care. Say what you want, okay? Say that I'm jinxing it, whatever. I don't care. I just don't. I'm going to do what I think is right. I'm going to say what I think is right. So, Philly 500, a lot of you guys think that him and I hate each other, but actually we don't. We actually text each other and talk on the phone almost on a daily basis, you know? And it's fun. It is definitely fun. You know, he's always talking about, I'm going to double moonwalk on that ass. You know, he's always talking about the North Dakota assassin. You know, when that North Dakota assassin double moonwalks on that ass. And I keep, okay, all right, okay. Okay. So last night I was talking with him because I was like, yo, man, what is going on with your Eagles, man? I said, another day, another player gets hurt. And I'm not making fun of this. This is reality in the NFL. He's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. We need to fire the training staff, man. This is ridiculous. We can't keep anybody healthy. And there's a lot of people, look, truth be told, there's a lot of people out there that are nicked up. I'm sitting here thinking in my mind, in high school. In high school, we had a week of practice where we're in helmets and t-shirts, right? First couple of days, we get a couple days in pads, and we were one of the few teams. I remember us, and I know T.C. Williams were a few of the teams that actually went away to training camp. So we went to Front Row, Virginia, to Randolph-Macon Academy for a week of training camp. And we had practice in the morning in full pads. Then we had a special team practice, in the around lunchtime. Then we had a evening practice in full pads. And we had what was a super fun site that was literally right behind us. This factory, they used to make stuff for the space age and things. And turns out, you hear this boom, 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 as this saying, you see smoke, it's clouds of smoke, and turns out it was toxic smoke. So maybe that's part of the problem that I got right now. But I remember after those first 2 weeks of practice, how you had what we called camp legs, where your body was just fatigued. I mean, we didn't get, now you get nicked up, oh my God, you're in bubble wrap. It was rub some dirt on it and get your ass back out there. You get knocked out and see stars, and it's like, get up, get back out there. And you had pulls. We didn't know what pulls. That was just sore muscles, man. Get some Bengay and put on there or some heat. But now it's kind of like you get anything, it's a tweak, you're sat down. But I remember how sore we were after coming back from training camp. And that was basically end of week 2. Well, that's what we've had thus far. Really, well, not that many practices. But the players are getting that camp leg right now. And that's where, that's where you have just that soreness that you have. And your body just hasn't really gotten used to this pounding. And it's probably going to take a couple weeks into the season before we get past that. So, now we're talking about groin injuries and hamstring tweaks and, minor bruises and things. We had to play through that stuff back in my day because we didn't have MRIs and ways you could check to see that you're actually doing real damage. We just knew you better get your ass out there or you're going to lose your position. So some of that stuff may not be that bad. But on a serious note, the Eagles are literally losing players for, 4-6 weeks. One of their D-backs there going to be lost the next 4 to 6 weeks. Rhaegar has got a shoulder, so they're talking about 3 to 4 weeks for him. So most of the Eagles players, they're not going to be ready to start, some of the Eagles players aren't going to be ready to start the season. And so I said to him in this message, man, are you guys going to have anybody to start? And he says, I don't know what math you're doing, most of our team. I said, well, let's see. The best thing you guys can do is just stop practicing. I said, because the math I'm using is every practice multiplied by one player a day equals what, Philly? So I'm just concerned about the Eagles roster having guys. But now, it seems like the narrative is kind of changing and evolving on Carson Wentz, because at the beginning of the offseason, it was Carson Wentz. He does things that no other player can. He's an elite player. We kept getting that. We kept being told the Dak trash cut, Dak and dunk, okay? Dak Prescott, he needs to have everything perfect. But it seems like we're having this reverse now, that now all of a sudden Carson Wentz doesn't seem to be getting the respect that he used to get. And it seems like every day we come up with a new list that Carson Wentz ain't on it. ESPN, they had Dak Prescott 20th best player in the NFL. They had Carson Wentz on it, but at 39. How is it the North Dakota assassin keeps getting rated behind Dak Prescott? I don't know, but it keeps happening. And so this is another one of these ones that, I don't know how much stock you want to take in it, because, these things are ultimately going to change. And this is predicting the NFL's top quarterbacks in 5 years. And maybe the reason that Carson Wentz isn't on this is maybe people are worried that Carson Wentz may not be still healthy. I'm not putting that out there. I'm not wishing that. But you have to look at a guy who is now, soft tissue injury. It's minor. But every year there's always something. So let's go through this list right now. Predicting the best quarterbacks in 5 years from now. Pat Mahomes. Okay, well, how can you dispute that? As long as he stays healthy, and Lord knows the Kansas City Chiefs are paying him like they expect him to be the number one. Joe Burrow. This is one of those ones that I'm going to say, wait a minute. I think he's going to be really good, but he may not have a college season this year, and he may be coming to the NFL completely blind. And we have had guys that have been touted to be the next great ones and don't. I mean, Andrew Luck was thought to be a generational quarterback, but injuries derailed his career, right? I bet the Colts look back now and say, maybe we should have held on to Peyton Manning a little longer than just turning everything over to Andrew Luck. But, okay, I can see the argument for that one. Trevor Lawrence. Okay, again, this is projection of where you think they're going to be. Again, hasn't played a play in the NFL. Has an absolute cannon for an arm, but I won't argue with that. So, okay, I get it. Lamar Jackson. Well, the question with Lamar Jackson is will he be able to transition more where he won't have to rely as much on his legs? Will he become a better passer as well? Because if the legs start slowing down and he's not able to make people miss like he did, and he doesn't transition that into being able to pass and still make people miss, there's a possibility. But hey, I can't argue with that because he's one of the he was MVP. Deshaun Watson. Okay. Deshaun Watson, great quarterback. It's hard to, he's a young guy. He's got great legs. He's got a cannon for an arm too. It'll be interesting to see without Hopkins if everything that we touted on him was because of what he did or because of having a phenomenal freak of nature wide receiver. Hard to argue with that. Russell Wilson. Russell will be 36 years old, but Russell Wilson, you see Tom Brady going to be 43 and still playing great. So Russell Wilson, no argument there. Baker Mayfield. Now this is where I start to question you. Baker Mayfield had a decent rookie season last year. I'm not sure. And he is still at the mistake by the lake. Does not bode well for quarterbacks. But, okay, I see where you are with this. Kyler Murray. Well, Kyler Murray had a, second half of that season was really good. Okay, I could see where you're going with that. That he's now got, a great wide receiver. That definitely is going to help a quarterback. So, we'll see. I can't argue with that too much. Justin Fields. We're talking about a college player who's only had one full year of starting. Okay. I don't see that. I need to at least see somebody who's on the field, but okay. And then we have Dak Prescott. They have it number 10. 5 years from now, they have Dak Prescott as a top 10 quarterback. With the environment set to surround Dak Prescott for the next few years, assuming the team finally pays him, he's poised to have a lot of success. The offense is littered with talent, ranking as one of the 3 best in the NFL, and combination of head coach Mike McCarthy and offensive coordinator Kellen Moore is a great one. Prescott can play at a top 10 or even top 5 level in any given year. He provided that this past season as one of the most valuable quarterbacks in the season in Pro Football Focus WAR, as well as an unexpected rookie year. A large reason for accept this past year was because he attacked the field more than he ever has, which will remain the same with Moore still calling the shots on offense. Only Jameis Winston completed more 20-yard plus passes downfield in his first read than Prescott. On those throws, Prescott also led the league in passing grade. His consistency delivers a contestable ball to his open target. If Prescott can better limit mistakes when things don't go according to plans like others above him on this list, 3 of these guys have never played a down in the NFL. What the fuck? He might be even better than his number 10 ranking. So I'm going to say, where's Carson Wentz? Philly 500. Seems like Pro Football Focus double moonwalk on Carson Wentz's ass. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I've got work to do here at Joe Boo's Man Cave because we take football seriously. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. See you tonight.